Hey hoes, what's up? Welcome to Are You Gonna Let Me Talk? I post my episodes every Friday at 6 p.m. on Spotify and Apple, and you can find more information on themudmag.com.
Hey everyone, welcome back to episode 3, and if you're new here, you've come to the right place for all of the tea. So in this episode, I'm going to be doing a little get ready with me. As you can see, I'm barefaced, no makeup. I do have lash extensions, but that's really all I have on my face. If you see my messy room behind me, no you don't. And in this episode, I want to talk to you how to get that bread in college. And by bread, I mean money. So we're going to just jump right into it. We're doing our makeup. We're about to get cute. So we're going to do a little get ready with me, because we're going to get ready together as we're going out for the weekend. Happy Friday. What are your plans? My plans are to get drunk. So I'm going to do a little walkthrough of what I do with my makeup, ladies. I got you. So let's just jump right into it. I have my Starbucks. I have a grande iced white mocha with vanilla sweet cream, cold foam, extra caramel drizzle. I spent $7 on a coffee. Why? I'm not sure. This is the reason why I'm broke. So when doing my makeup, I like to start. My face is already moisturized. I use Pond's moisturizer, and now I'm using, I don't even know what this is, my friend gave it to me, Becca First Light Priming Filter Instant Complexion Refresh. Put this on my face and put it on my forehead, my cheeks, and my chin, and my hands are clean too. Always do your makeup with clean hands. So let's talk about money. When I first graduated from high school, I had a job. I used to work at this Italian restaurant, and when I tell you, I made bank. I made so much money. I thought, in high school, I was like, I'm gonna go to college, I'm gonna be able to go out, blah, 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 all this stuff. And then freshman year came, and I didn't really realize how expensive it was to go out. Between all the Ubers, all going to the bar, because I wasn't 21. So I would constantly ask my parents for money, and that's annoying because I'm an adult. I shouldn't have to ask my parents for money. Also, I got a haircut. I don't know how I'm feeling. I started thinking to myself, how can I make money? And how can I make it fast? So I started to talk to one of my best friends from home, and we were like, dude, what can we do to make money? So now I'm using 2 different colored foundations because I'm so pale, but I'm not pale enough for a pale shade, and then I'm too pale to be a tan shade. So I'm using, I don't even know. I think this is Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth in shade 110, and Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless shade 102. And I just do a little mixy mix on my hand. So my friend is absolutely crazy, and she started looking into seeking a lot. And I'm using a Real Techniques dirty beauty blender, because I'm gross. And so my friend started looking into seeking arrangements because, my best advice to give to you is to always use someone else's money besides your own, because when you make money, you can save your own money and then spend, this is a lot of foundation, you can spend other people's money, and you'll just start building your savings account for when you have your own family and your own bills to pay. So my friend and I jumped on to our computers one weekend when we were home together, and we went on seeking arrangements, and I really never had anything super successful. But when I tell you, this girl made thousands of dollars off of seeking arrangements. Oh, the stories I can tell about this girl is insane, but I'm gonna tell you one story of how she went on seeking arrangements, met this guy. His username was like Ferrari Guy 36, something like that, and he slid into her messages on seeking arrangements, and he was like really straight up and was like, hey, blah blah blah, I'm so and so, add me on Snap, because I'm not on here that much and I want to get to see you so I know you're real, type of thing. And then I am that like logical friend that, like, yes, I'm crazy, but I'm that logical friend that it's like, oh my god, what if you get kidnapped? What if this is like someone that's gonna like kill you or something stupid like that? Because like the world is crazy. This crazy girl just follows through with it, adds this guy in Snap, and they become like friends. And I guess you could say she becomes a sugar baby, and that's her sugar daddy. And she meets this guy, and she's like with this guy. They never dated. She was like with this guy for about a year before I met him. But the stories that she would tell me is like she would go to his house and hang out with him, and he drove a Rolls Royce. I sat in my very first Rolls Royce thanks to this girl. Shout out to you, boo. And like when I met this guy, he was like so cool. He's like 36 or something like that, and he like wasn't ugly, so I think she like got a good first experience. So she meets this guy, and this girl is just like going shopping, buying Gucci sunglasses, going out to dinner, getting drinks, all this stuff. And it's like just because this guy is PayPaling her all this money. So before things started getting serious, she knew him for about a year, and like they hung out here and there, but like it was never really serious. She would go to his penthouse, and she would send me pictures of the view like over the city of her just like chilling in this guy's penthouse. And then she would just like come home and just like hang out with me, and we'd just be sitting in her room, and she would like tell me all these crazy stories. So it comes to a point where I finally get to meet him, and we're sitting in the Rolls Royce and whatever, and he's like, oh my god, it's so good to finally meet you, I hear all these things about you, blah blah blah. Tries to set me up with my own sugar daddy, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like I'm all set. Like, because to be honest, like with my friend making all this money, I kind of benefited from it too, because we would go out together because we have no other friends other than each other, and I'm perfectly fine with that. So we would just go out, the two of us, and she would pay, but technically he would pay. And like I feel bad because like that was like her income, but you know, it was so fun. So quarantine, we all leave school early because of quarantine, and this guy who's her sugar daddy hits her up and is like, hey, I'm having this party, I'm having like celebrity guests come, I'm having a celebrity DJ, you should come through with Jessie. And now in the back of my head, I'm like, oh my god, there's quarantine, like COVID, blah blah blah, like do we wear masks, do we do this, do we do that? And so we go to this party wearing masks, and we meet this like group of girls there, and they're like all really cool. Now I'm using this Cargo bronzer. I don't know what this is. My aunt gets that Ipsy bag thing, and she doesn't really wear a lot of makeup, so she just like gives me all the things that like she never uses. And I'm using a Morphe E4 brush, and I'm just contouring my cheeks. I do my makeup in a very weird way, but just trust the process. So we're at this party, and it's literally just me and my friend, and we literally don't know a single soul. So we meet these people, we met these girls, we were standing in line at the open bar, and we meet these people. They're actually really cool. So my friend ends up getting along with like this other girl, and they start talking about this guy who's throwing this party. So we're at this party, find out that this dude is absolutely insane, because damn near every female that is at this party is a sugar baby. So not only is he paying thousands of dollars, when I tell you thousands of dollars, my friend had at least like 10 grand in her bank account. Like her account literally got flagged by the bank account, like by the bank that she goes to, because she didn't have like any she didn't have any proof of like where all this money was coming from, and she was the dumbass that just kept like depositing all of the money in the big amounts into her bank. And I wish she told me, because I would have told her that she would have gotten in trouble. Now I'm using the NYX Professional Makeup Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer in light ivory. So we're at this party, meet these people, the girls like ended, all the girls there are pretty much his sugar babies. There's like this famous DJ, I don't forget his name because I don't really like listen to DJs like that. I like listen to like rap and hip hop and R&B. We meet these girls, and finds out that like he ends up like buying all these girls like these Louis bags and paying this girl's college tuition. And I was like, oh my god, like these girls are literally living lavish. Some girl went on a vacation to a different country with him. Like these girls are literally living lavish just by not even spending a dime, just being pretty girls. And I was like, oh my god, like my friend had this sugar daddy for like 2 years, maybe 3 almost, 'cause she was a junior when they stopped talking. So she just like, and she also babysat on the side, so not only is she like making her own form of income, but she's not spending that money. And when I tell you she got a Gucci tracksuit, she got the Gucci sunglasses, like I said. He fixed her car up for free because he has a car dealership, and she was literally just like living lavish through this guy. So my advice to you is to always try to spend other people's money. And I'm not trying to say to scam your friends, to scam your family, but why don't you just hop on Seeking Arrangements, because it's pretty successful for pretty much everyone that I have spoken to. I've never just really followed through with anything. Now I'm using the Airspun translucent powder under my eyes and on my T-zone. And my friend has been pretty successful, and now that that's over, she's pretty sad and her pockets are pretty dry, so maybe she should pick up on it again. Maybe I'll get her on here and give you guys some advice on Seeking Arrangements, because I don't have that tea for you, but I have some connects that do. So my next piece of advice is something that my mom has always told me, and it is never buy anything if you can't buy it twice. So for me, I kind of live paycheck to paycheck because, you know, I'm 21 and I don't have like a real job yet. So I have a work study, and that's also another piece of advice. If your college offers like a work study and you qualify for having a work study, take a work study, because you're basically just giving up free money if you don't have a work study. And it's like really good to have like that extra spending money. So my addiction is Starbucks. I'm literally addicted to Starbucks. I will literally spend my last dime to get a freaking coffee from Starbucks. And this coffee that I bought today was $7. And I could buy this many times, so that's why I bought it this time. But usually, like, before my mom put in a whole, like, a setting on my account to, like, not let it go negative, I would literally let my account go negative for Starbucks. Or I would, like, go out to eat with my friends and let my account go negative just because, like, I wanted to be a part of everything. So that is a good piece of advice I can give you, is to never buy anything unless you can buy it twice. And that goes for, like, big purchases too, because you don't want to like buy a pair of Jordans just to like fit the trend if like you're gonna make yourself run dry. Like, don't get me wrong, I want a pair of Jordans. Do I have a pair of Jordans? No. But this sugar daddy that my friend had said that he was gonna get me Jordans if I got her to talk to him again. And like, I'm not that person that's just gonna like pimp my friends out for me to benefit, so I didn't do that. So I didn't get my Jordans, and that's fine. I'm surviving. Now I'm taking the Morphe Luminous Spray, and I cover up my lashes because you can't. Oh, okay. So, oh, got it in my mouth. My next piece of advice is for all my ladies when we go out to the bar. Spend that old man's money. You know when you go out to the bar with your friends and there's always like that really creepy like old guy sitting at the bar, and you think it's like really weird that he's just like sitting at the bar by himself? Well, that's your sign. Go up to him and flirt. And then he's gonna be like, oh, like, what's your number? What's your name? Blah, blah, blah. You could just be like, why don't you buy me a drink first? And then we'll get to talking. Something flirty like that. I know so many girls that have gone out to the bar, got completely blacked out, and never spent a dime because they were just spoiled by all these other men. It is very easy to be a girl and to just get free things because you just have to be pretty and flirt, and every girl is pretty and every girl knows how to flirt. So it's not that hard. Now I'm using a Morphe M158 brush and the Tartelette in Bloom. I'm not going to show you this palette because it's crusty, in the shade Jet Setter, and I'm just filling in my brows. So there's this one girl that I know that she went to the bar with her friends one night, and she like had money in her pocket, but she wasn't trying to spend her own money. So she saw this like old guy sitting at the bar, and so she went like up to the guy and like did the little bump into him and was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like, if you girls, you know what I mean, like you could just tell when like a guy is there and like he has money, or he's like willing to spend the money that he has on you. So she like bumped into this guy and was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. He's like, oh, it's okay, like you're so pretty, blah blah blah, can I get your name? She literally goes, why don't you buy me a drink first, then we'll get to talking. And he was like, oh, okay. Like, that's energy, like the energy. And mind you, in the back of her head, she knows that she's not going to do anything with this guy. She's not going to go home with this guy. Nothing's going to happen with this guy. She's just trying to finesse. She's successful. She flirts with the guy, ends up getting her free drinks, ends up getting her friends free drinks. And then the guy ends up leaving, and she gave him like this fake number. And a new guy comes in, and she does the same exact thing to the next guy. So her and her friends got like 4 or 5 rounds of drinks literally for free, and just for flirting and just being pretty. So you can literally finesse anyway. You just have to play the game. So how did I go off from that to never buy anything if you can't buy it twice? But my next piece of advice is, if it's free, take it. So at my school, they offer a lot of like free things. Like there's a lot of food trucks. They have, well, before COVID, there was like a lot of like outdoor buffet type of things. Like we get emails of like student events teams, and like they tell us like, oh, there's free wings and you can get a free t-shirt. If it's free, take it. You always need it. If it's a free t-shirt with a stupid saying, take it. You can wear it to bed. You can wear it to go get a spray tan. You can cut it up and make it something cute. If your school is having a volleyball game, and the volleyball game, they're offering free t-shirts, and you've never been to a volleyball game, go to the volleyball game and get your free t-shirt, sit and watch, cheer on your school, and then take your t-shirt and dip on out. Then you get a free t-shirt. Even when there's like little stands in the hallway, when clubs are like I guess you can say that they're advertising for you to join their club, take the free pencil, because a pack of pencils at Staples is like $10. And if you just keep going back and getting pencils, you can get a whole pack of pencils for literally for free. So now I'm using the Kylie palette. It's the pressed powder palette in the shade Butter. No, I'm lying to you. In the shade Rosé on my Morphe M441 brush. It's like this fluffy brush, and I just take that shade. It's really crusty, and I just blend it all over my eyelid. Kind of matches like my bronzer. I like the cohesiveness, you know? So take free shit, bitch. Just take it. Like, if it's free, it's for you. I don't care if you don't like it. Take it. You never know when you're gonna need something. Especially now, like, because COVID and everything, a lot of people are doing, like, the free hand sanitizer and, like, the free masks. Low-key, I've been looking on Amazon because, like, I just like to buy new masks all the time, because even though I wash my masks, I like just having, like, fresh new ones with, like, fresh new filters and everything. So masks get really expensive. I don't know why people decided to like make masks so expensive because like COVID is a thing and I'm not trying to get COVID, so why are you gonna make a mask so expensive? Like I went on Amazon and I found this like really cute mask, but it was $30. I'm like, what am I gonna do? Are there really people out here buying masks for $30? I guarantee you that there are some people, but I just use my handy dandy $10 masks that are $10 that my mommy buys me. So, and another thing is the free hand sanitizer. Do you remember in the grocery stores when hand sanitizer was like limited to one per person? Like I understand hand sanitizer was like a big deal, like you needed it and everything, but why was hand sanitizer like 67 cents and then now it's like $2? It was so expensive. I tried putting together like care packages for like a protest, for a Black Lives Matter protest, and I wanted to like put hand sanitizer in like one of the bags, and I did the math, and like if I wanted, like I needed like 60 hand sanitizer, I was gonna spend like $80 on just hand sanitizer. So I just did like hand sanitizer wipes instead, and like fold it up and put them in the little baggies. So what do I do next on my face? Now I spray my face again with my Morphe Luminous Setting Spray, and so if basically, long story short, if it's free, you need it, always take it. You never know when you will need it, because what if you were stranded like on the side of the road and you needed like hand sanitizer after touching a door or using someone's phone? I don't know, I'm making up some stupid story, and you had hand sanitizer in your pocket because you went to the table times in the hallway and you had free hand sanitizer. Now you're not gonna get COVID. Take everything. You never know when you're gonna need it. Another thing, like this is a little like on a serious note, always help your friends out with money, because you never know when someone's struggling with money. And I was always like the type of person where I never wanted to be left out because I was broke. So I have like a really close friend, my girl Alexa. There's like a group of us that we went out to go get sushi, and like I had to pay like a bill, so like I literally didn't have any money because I saved my money to pay this bill, and we went out to sushi, and like she didn't want me to feel left out, so she paid for me for dinner. So I'm gonna take her out the next time I get a substantial amount of money, and I'm gonna spoil her, because you never know what circumstances people come from, and you never want like people to feel like they're left out or they're not enough, or they're just like not, you don't want them there because they don't have the money to be there. Because I'm the type of person, if you take care of me when I'm at my lowest, I'll take care of you when I'm at my highest, and you will never go unnoticed. Now I'm using the Bare Minerals Crystalline Glow on my Morphe M405 brush, and I like this blush because it kind of, you can't really tell on camera, but in person there's like little shimmer, so it kind of acts as a highlight, and like I'm a sucker for a fat highlight on the face. Like I just love to glow. I just love that glowy look. So always take care of your friends, because you never know when you're gonna need it, and you never know if someone else is going to need it. And if you need it, you want to make sure that you're taken care of, and you always want to make sure that your friends are taken care of, because I consider my friends to be family. So now what I like to do is, this is really disgusting, I take a Q-tip and I lick it, and I just take all the foundation off of my lips. So another way to get money, so I've been scrolling on TikTok, and you know how your For You page, like the algorithm is like to things that you like. So my TikTok is just full of crazy things, because I'm a crazy psycho bitch, as I told you in my past 2 episodes. And if you haven't watched those 2 episodes, please go watch it, because I laugh at myself and I want to laugh at me with you. So let's laugh together at my craziness. So my TikTok has been telling me that there are some websites where you can sell your used underwear for money. I looked up this website one time, and you literally get like these customers, like you set up like your own website, and you can set prices, and you like post pictures of like your used underwear, and you can like set a price, and like people will literally pay the price. Now I'm going back into my Tartelette in Bloom palette. I don't know what kind of brush this is. I do know that it's an It Cosmetics brush, but I don't know I've had it for years. My brushes are also really dirty and really nasty, but we're not going to talk about it. And I like to take this. I'm using the color Smarty Pants. That sucks. I'm using the color Smarty Pants, and I'm just going to blend this under my lash line, because I like to bring the color down to blend it out. So on my For You page, there's all these things like, it's just like, this is your sign, like get a sugar daddy, or sell your used underwear. You can also sell feet pics. Like, people sell weird shit. One time I saw this girl, like, she sold like her toothbrush that she had. Like, she just keeps buying like this like cheap ass pack of toothbrushes from like the dollar store, and she'll like clean her teeth with it like once, and she'll put it in a plastic bag and like send it to these like dudes. And like, to me, that's just like so weird and like so gross. But like, the fetishes that people have and like the money that they will spend, like, there's some weird ass people out there that will literally spend money for like your used shit, and I just find that very strange. So now I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild loose highlighting powder. I don't know what shade this is in. Oh, it's called I'm So Lit. I didn't even know that that's what it was called. I love that, because, you know, I'm so lit. So I'm not gonna sell my used underwear just because, like, I find that very weird. And like, why do you want that grossness? Like, why do you want to smell me? Like, that's just like weird. I think I watched this movie, I don't remember what movie it was, but this girl, like, she did sell her underwear, and like this old man like got it in the mail and like smelled it, and like, that's just like so weird to me. But people do it, and I'm not stopping you. Actually, I want someone to do it and tell me how it goes. I'm actually gonna tell my friend, because she'll do it. So I'll let you know how that goes, because she's definitely going to do it. I have no sense of what I'm doing right now. I kind of just put highlighter everywhere where I'm feeling it in that day. And today, that's, I guess, all over my face. So then I go back with a Morphe M506 brush with the same highlighter, and I just put this in my inner corners and on my brow bone, because I like to glow, like I said. Also, I'm going straight to dance after this, so I'm gonna go to dance with a full face of makeup for no reason, and I'm gonna come back with acne, and that's totally fine, because, you know, that's life. So sell your underwear, sell your used toothbrush. I also saw this thing where, like, this guy I saw this on my TikTok. This guy bought this girl's like dirty socks. Like, she wore socks for like 2 days and like didn't like shower. That's disgusting too. She like didn't shower for days, and he liked the smell of her dirty socks. Again, very strange, but I'm not judging. So I have lash extensions right now, but if I didn't have lash extensions, this is when I would do my mascara. And I use my lash primer, and I use the L'Oreal Voluminous Base. It's white. And I put it on my eyelashes. I do this eye, and then I do this eye, and then I go right. I don't really let it dry, because I found that when I let it dry, that my eyelashes kind of look like this spidery lash. And I prefer for my lashes to be long and not like clumpy. And like, if that's how you like your lashes, that's totally fine. And then I go in with the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. But since I have lash extensions on, I'm just gonna put this mascara on my bottom lashes, because I have like the mega volume lashes right now. And I feel like I look weird if I don't have like mascara on the bottom lashes. Anyways, where I get my lashes done is the Lash Room. That's my girl from dance. I've known her for literally like my entire life. And if you use code Jessie, you'll get 30% off of your lashes. So go to my girl. Her Instagram is the Lash Room CT on Instagram. Give her a follow. My last lovely piece of advice that I can give you. Also, I'm gonna go in with just for funsies, I'm gonna go in. I've never used this color, so I don't know what it's gonna look like on me. It's like this Smashbox lip gloss, I think it's called. Always On Liquid Lipstick. It's called Driver's Seat. Also, I'm gonna hate this color. I can feel it. So my lips are on and I look like I'm ready to go on stage and dance, which is fine because who doesn't love? Do you see that? That's what I'm talking about. Everyone go cop that highlight because it is so good. I don't feel like doing my hair. Usually I don't do my hair. I kind of just let it do its own thing. I usually will just like brush through it, but oh my god, I have this foundation on my hand and I just got my hair in it. That is terrible. Anyway, so my greatest advice to you: to earn money in college, do anything that you possibly can. That you have endless amounts of opportunities. Go out of your comfort zone. Make sure you get your bread and leave. So flirt with that old man at the bar because he probably will end up spoiling you and your friends, and then you get to save the money that your parents gave you for the bar. Or you're not going to max out your credit card, or you're not going to max out your debit card or make your debit card go negative because you don't want to miss out on a fun time with your friends. I want to know what weird ways you guys make money off of other people. So that is all I have for you today. Thanks for sitting with me and doing my makeup. I'm gonna go to dance with my full face on, and I will see you guys next week. Bye. And we